I love all my family members, but I really do love my mom. I can never imagine a day where my mom is not in my life. I can never imagine a day where I cannot call my mom, I can't text my mom, I can't see my mom, and I can't feel my mom by hugging my mom, because man, I'm so thankful and grateful that my mom right now is currently alive and she's currently strong and she is very active in her life right now, man. But it's a shame that a lot of people do not get the same privilege like me, because a lot of people either grow up with no moms, or their moms as they were growing up were horrible people. So to those people who have never ever experienced a good, caring and loving mom, I really do feel bad for them, and I really hope that they do feel that type of love in some other type of form or fashion. But man, this episode that I just watched really made me love my mom even more than I love my mom, because I am not ready for the inevitable. I am not ready for the end goal that we all eventually will have to meet in life, man. And unfortunately, as the days, the months, the years go by, it seems that that inevitable is reaching nearer and nearer, man. But I am not ready for it. The reason why I'm realizing I am not ready for it is because I just watched an episode of a TV show that kind of made me scared of the inevitable. And that episode from that TV show that I'm talking about, that I have been yapping on about for 1 minute 50 seconds right now, is Dexter Resurrection. We are talking about the most recent episode they just released, and this episode is kind of highlighting and showcasing the funeral slash wake slash celebration of life for Blessing Kamara's mom, and his mom is called Prudence. Now in this show, Blessing, he met Dexter while he was a customer for an Uber company that Dexter was working for, aka masquerading, trying to find the dark passenger. But ever since they met, they kind of became close, because Blessing has been a really good, kind and caring friend for Dexter so far. So Blessing has been letting Dexter live downstairs, and he's renting the downstairs that Blessing is currently living at. But Dexter met Blessing's entire family, and he also met Prudence. He really liked Prudence's cooking, but unfortunately in the episode prior to this, we saw that Prudence has been going through some type of disease that requires a radiology, and Prudence has been denying that. She wants to spend her last days with her family and with people that she loves and people that she cares about, instead of spending her last days being cooped up inside a small room and you're being surrounded by doctors. But unfortunately, Prudence died and she passed away. And during this wake, man, this wake kind of broke me. This celebration of life, it kind of broke me, because I'm not ready for this, man. I'm not ready to experience this type of pain and this type of grief, because man, seeing Blessing, even though they were all acting, these guys were all actors, seeing Blessing stumble on his words, and Blessing did not even muster up the courage to speak how he really felt about his mom, and that shit was touching in my honest opinion. And to also see Blessing getting angry at Dexter and his own daughter's boyfriend, but his later explanation as to why he was angry, it made sense. And man, that shit was touching. That shit made a real nigga cry, because Blessing was describing his mom in a way that his mom was his savior, his mom was his hero, and his mom actually saved him from being child trafficked in Sierra Leone when he was a little child. He was a child soldier. He was forced to do unspeakable acts, and he also had to shoot and kill people. So his mom saved him, and his mom now brought him this good life. That's why he always cared about his mom. That's why he always supported his mom, because his mom is his biggest supporter and his #1 fan. So when I saw that, when I saw everyone taking the cats that the mom really liked because she was allergic to cats, when I was taking all of this into my system, into my body, man, that shit nearly made a real nigga break down, because I'm not ready for that, man. I know we are all eventually going to have to experience this type of heartache, this type of loss, and this type of grief, but I am not ready for that, man. So this episode, man, this episode really made me love my mom more than and I already love her, man. So anyone that's watching this, if you have a loving and a caring mom that is in your life, you have to cherish your mom. You have to cherish these moments because you just don't know when this is going to be the last, man. But apart from that, there are some other things that happened in this episode that I want to talk about. And the thing that happened in this episode is Mia. Remember, Mia, she is a part of this serial killer program that is being ran. And this entire serial killer program is so weird because there's this dude, right? This rich philanthropist who gives money away to charity. He supports the police department. He really is trying to masquerade himself as a great and noble man. But in closed doors, this guy is a fan, and he is a fan of the worst thing imaginable. He is a fan of serial killers, and he literally takes a lot of memorabilia from serial killers like from Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, the BTK killer, Ed Gein, so on and so forth. Even in the in-canon universe, the Ice Truck killer, from the Trinity killer, and from the Bay Harbor Butcher, aka Dexter. So this guy Leon Prater really has been gathering these serial killers, and one by one Dex has been killing these serial killers. The first one he killed was Lowell. Lowell was a weird, creepy sexual assaulter that will stalk and prey on innocent women, and he will kill these innocent women, and he will tattoo the memorabilia. So Dex killed him. Then Dex, at first, he thought that he found love in Mia, because Mia, in my honest opinion, she is fine shit. Mia is fine as fuck. I can't even lie to you. So I can understand why Dex will fall for the trap. But bro, Dex finally escaped the trap because he realized that Mia did not have a code. Mia killed indiscriminately, even though her name was something like the Lady Killer or something that was kind of describing a killer that killed rapists. But no, she was just a killer, and she just liked killing for the sake of it. So Dex, unfortunately, instead of killing her, he had to frame her, and he sent her off to prison. But the thing is, Leon, he is so rich that he has connections with any single police department. So he got his hitman, and his hitman, she is so slick that she can weave in and out of the cracks and nobody will notice her. So this disgruntled police officer was losing a bet on a horse race. She found this police officer and she now gave him money, and this police officer killed Mia. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to talk about is how Dexter and Harrison's relationship as father and son is finally good now, because remember Mia, right? When Dexter framed Mia for the murders, especially the murder at the hotel, this caused Harrison to temporarily be exonerated from that killing. So now Harrison is feeling good now, and he is feeling that now is the right time to reconcile with Dexter. So right now their relationship is currently in a good standing, even though Dexter lied to Harrison and he manipulated Harrison into shooting him, and Dexter did try to mold Harrison to become a serial killer. So it's good now that Dexter is trying to make Harrison to turn away from that path, so that's a good thing. But unfortunately right now, Angel Batista is still not letting up on the hunt for the Bay Harbor Butcher. So Angel has been teaming up with Melvin and Claudette, and they're trying to pinpoint where Dexter is and who exactly Dexter is supposed to be. But at first, Claudette and Melvin don't believe Angel. They think what he's saying is not real or it doesn't make sense. But Claudette, she recently has been trying to hunt down this New York Ripper, and she has been trying and failing to hunt down this Ripper. So she resonates and she sympathizes with Angel, because Angel told her, like, do you ever have this one case where you know something is wrong but you just can't pull away? So they agree to help each other. But when they go to the cell in order to interrogate Mia, because Angel has a hunch that if they can get Mia to tell them if she recognizes Dexter's face, then that means that could be a huge break in the case, right? But no, unfortunately, Leon sent that police officer to kill Mia in the prison cell. So that's pretty crazy. I like where this episode is going. I like where the story is going, man. It's peak. So when Mia died in prison, now The hunt for whoever is causing all of these murderers to die miraculously and spontaneously out of nowhere is actually becoming more intense, because Dexter caused this to become more intense, because Dexter is the one that is trying to remove and get rid of these serial killers. And another serial killer he tried to get rid of is Gareth. And Gareth, he is a weirdo. He is an egotistical egomaniac. He is so full of himself that he jerks himself off every single night. He always parades and he always gloats that he's on the FBI's most wanted list. But Dexter thought he killed him, when Dexter at first was trying to follow Gareth, but Gareth ended up following Dexter, and this now led back to Dexter's crib. Dexter killed him in his crib, but then Dexter, after he killed Gareth, he thought that Gareth died, but Gareth did not die, because Gareth is actually a weird type of killer. He's not just your ordinary killer. He is a Gemini killer, and he's not just your ordinary Zodiac type of killer. No, he kills in two. So Gareth has a twin brother, and that twin brother arrived at the end of this episode, and I saw that. I was like, wow, Dexter has a lot of explaining to do, man, because his hunt for all of these killers, he killed Lowell, he got Mia arrested, and unfortunately Mia got killed, and now he tried to kill Gareth, but it didn't work. So now we're gonna have to see what happens in the next episode. But bro, this episode made me realize that we need to hold our moms near and dear, because we don't know when it's going to be the last time we see them. This episode made me really realize that, wow, I am not ready for this. I am not ready for the eventual. I am not ready for the inevitable. I am not ready for fate. But unfortunately, as humans, we all have to go through this, and we all are going to be put through this sometime in the future. But that's the end of the video, man. What do you guys think of Dexter Resurrection? I think this show is peak so far. This is peak Dexter, but I'm out. Peace.